Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
Good day, wherever you are on the planet Earth. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge Podcast with myself, Israel Ajosi, the show brought to you by the one and only Magic Mind. Go get your Magic Mind. You do get a discount code, which is always posted below, whether it's on YouTube, wherever you're watching it. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, whether you're also listening to the recording, because most of you actually listen to the recording on the podcast platforms. I'm available also on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, you name it. The Lunar Lounge Podcast is there. Go get your Magic Mind. You're feeling mentally low, mentally fatigued, need some clarity, need a bit of a boost, need to get that energy like I've got. Yeah, then go get your Magic Mind. Magic Mind is the one. I tell you, it will not let you down. Pure natural, okay? And courtesy of the Lunar Lounge, you get a discount. I think it's 20%. I think so. Could be more. Need to check up on that actually. But you do get a little thing. Welcome to the show. Shout outs to everybody here who is in the chat. I can see Jack is here. I can see Michelle is here. Welcome. And for those of you also tuning in, let me even double check. You know me, I've got to double check whether I am on Instagram. I know I'm on Facebook, but I don't tend to get, that many people. Again, I think a lot of people tend to watch the recordings on Facebook. That's what it seems anyway. So yes, I am live on the YouTube, I can see. So yeah, shout outs to Geraldine. Magic Mind. Yes, Geraldine, I kid you not. Trust me, I wouldn't let them. I wouldn't let it sponsor the show otherwise. I had to do a test. I had to go through it. And yes, Magic Mind is the shit, man. I'm telling you, it's a little bottle. Don't be fooled by the camera's probably making it bigger than what it is. But there it is. There, they are the sponsors of the show. Magic Mind. It's really good. It is a little bit pricey on the price end, but you do get a discount due to the Lunar Lounge. Go check it out. Their details are always below my videos on the YouTube. Again, if you're listening on the podcast, any podcast platform, you can get it there as well. I think you get I think it's 20% that you get, and it comes in a box. It's like 15 in a box. Nice little, really, really, really good. I tell you, it's like you definitely feel the difference, and it's just a little shot like that. Down it. Oh yeah, you're good to go, baby. You heard it here. So yes, I am on Instagram. Thank you for letting me know, Geraldine. You see, I've got my personal PA here in Geraldine. Shout out to Mason. I see you also in the building as well. I'm sure more people will be joining you guys on the Instagram. Shout out to Jacqueline Witter. Shout out to Mr. Akin. Shout out to Yvette. Yeah, seems like most people are on the YouTube today. What's going on? Okay, well, we've got competition later on. We don't have a winner. But let's see what's going on with that. Tarot card of the week as well. I'll be picking that out later on as well. So stay tuned. What is the weather like where you are, depending on what country you are listening from? I am in, do you know what? It's not that cold actually today. It's been very rainy in the last couple of days over here in the UK. And I'm sure for those of you in the UK can testify to that. But yeah, the sky's looking, I don't know, I'm seeing a little bit of blue, but I'm seeing lots of grey as well. Something tells me that it's going to come down with the rain today at some point. But the air's quite fresh and it's, you know, kind of clean air for what that's worth. You know, all these pollutions going around these days, you can never quite tell, can you? So, yeah. What else has been happening? I told you it's going to kick off. Go check the recordings. I told you, it's going to kick off, and more likely in places like the Middle East, because the state of Israel is sensitive to Libra. And from the sun has moved into Libra, Mercury's now moved into Libra. We're going to be having the sun square Mars. Yes, I told you. So that's kicking off over there. I'm sure some of you have you seen Iran raining in shots? I'm like, whoa, okay. Yeah, you know, and it's that question, isn't it? Is there going to be a World War III? I'm sure there will be at some point. I'm not wishing it. But the question is, when? And I suppose when tensions start rising, that question is always coming up. Is it, you know, because apparently Russia they're obviously, you know, good pals with China, and they're good pals with Iran. And if Russia start getting involved, you know, what's going to happen there? But then you have to, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Listen, Russia's a powerhouse, but I don't think they're as powerful as they're making out to be. I think they're losing a little bit of ground. I mean, they've got a war on their hands there with Ukraine. That's not over. So why would they want to, you know? But I suppose they could arm Iran. I don't know. That's out of my jurisdiction and it's way above my pay grade. However, I did tell you that it's kicking off. Shout out to Mr. Akin. Akin Chris is saying bright and sunny here. It's obviously he's in a country that's very close to the equator. Okay? Niger. You there for Niger? I think you're in Nigeria, my man. Or maybe in another country that's close to the equator, because it ain't bright and sunny here. It's a bit bright, but there's a big cloud I can see right now. Just hovering over outside my window, I can see it. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Jacqueline Witter saying, Israel, I prefer to watch you live. Yeah, I know. A lot of people do. It's that thing, isn't it? But I suppose, you know, people have different commitments. Some people are at work right now. I don't know, people listening to me in the gym or whatever. Shout out to Brazil. Shout out to Belgium. Shout out to Pakistan. You're still my leading countries of people who listen to this show. It's actually amazing. Like sometimes I'm looking at the stats thinking, hey, Brazil, you know, Belgium, Pakistan, really? Middle East. Come on, people. You know what I mean? England, pick it up, mate. US. Got a few US, but, you know, not in this. Show needs to go viral, mate. Yes, Mr. Akin. Yes, I'm in Ibadan, of course. Well, nice weather there. Of course it is. Shout out to Faye. How you doing? Welcome to the show. So I'll be bringing up the chart of the moment in a few secs after I've finished blabbering on in terms of what's going on. What else did I want to speak about? I do want to do something perhaps maybe on Kamala Harris and Trump, maybe a little bit closer. We've only got about a month left, right? Just over a month and a couple of days. If that, might as well just call it a month, really, isn't it? Really, it's a month because isn't it the Tuesday or the Thursday? The Tuesday or Thursday, something like that. I think it's going to be on the 5th or something like that. So we're pretty much a month away. So okay, let's go a bit closer. We're at that time of the year, eclipse season. I told you last week that, you know, this show, I'm doing a show on an eclipse. The eclipse is going to be this evening at 7:49. That's UK time. So adjust the clocks to whatever time that's going to be wherever you are. The eclipse, we got a new moon solar eclipse. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice also as well. So I will be talking about that. Let's get the show on the road. Who's this? Rubel Hassan? Is it Rubel Hassan? Shout out to Heaven's Light. Join me here also as well. So yeah, eclipse season. Eclipse. Yeah, I will be talking about that and things to do, things to take on board, things to bear in mind. It's a big one. Yes. Shout out to Asu. How you doing? Afternoon from London. Same city as myself, of course. Oh yeah, what else? What else am I talking about? What else has been happening in the world? It's not much, isn't it? I suppose it's the war, American elections. Mr. Puff Daddy, what the is going on with you? You're going to jail. You're going straight to jail. Oh, God. Federal cases, federal indictments. Listen, when it's federal, listen, that means they've got stuff on you. Listen, if a person goes up to court, listen to this, and puts down 50 million, hands in their passport, and is offered to put down as much as 50 million for bail, and they say no. Come on, please. I mean, how the heck is he going to be a flight risk anyway? Okay, fair enough. All right, he's got a private jet, but he's handing in his passports. There's no way that he's going to be able to walk through some airport without people identified. That's Puff Daddy. That's P. Diddy. That's Puffy. That's Puffy Love. Whatever your name is these days. Your name might as well just be Puff, right? Because that's all you're going to be doing right now in jail. You're going jail. It just keeps getting worse, doesn't it? You see the effects of what happened when Pluto hits your Mars. You see Pluto retrograded from Aquarius back into Capricorn, is now at 29 degrees of Capricorn, bang smack on Puff Daddy's Mars. Now, they're saying that I bet you I'm going to rectify his birth chart because there is no birth time for him, supposedly. I mean, there's a birth time for everybody, but nobody knows it. I pretty much doubt he knows it. But I can see what's going on here. I'm going to rectify his chart. That Mars in his chart must be ruling a significant house in his chart. If not the 10th, the 12th, it'll be one of the two. I'm gonna go in some work and rectify his chart. Shame he won't be able to pay me. And maybe his lawyers can. You're going to jail, P. Diddy. Yeah, it's a shame. Dirt. This is what Pluto does. Pluto uproots all of the things, all of the unresolved issues, the things that you've buried, hidden, things that are corrupt. Yeah? When we're talking about Pluto Mars, we're talking about corruption uprootment. Yeah? Uprooting all of the things that are any kind of imbalances. Pluto will root that up. So this is what we're seeing now with Puff Daddy. He's all over. He is going. They might as well just put a cell. They might as well just tell Mr. R. Kelly to just save a bed for Puff Daddy and just say, there you go. You two share the same cell. They did a song together, didn't they? Remember that song, Satisfy You? Yeah, it was a good song back in the day. I ain't gonna lie, I was dancing to that stuff. I didn't know P. Diddy. I didn't know you was, well, I knew you was a freak, but I didn't know you was into that other stuff. Yeah, that they've got you for. That's federal indictment stuff. Once you hear the word federal, don't those people go in for like big cocaine like dealers and once you hear the word federal, that ain't no joke. They're going in for government stuff. They're going in for big cocaine drug dealers. The people like the likes of Pablo Escobar and all those kind of people. That's the kind of people federal go in for. So once they use it, it's a federal case. That's it. And you're willing to put down 50 million and hand in your passports and your children's passports. And also that wasn't it. That was it. It was 50 million, hand in the passports, and he also agreed to be on curfew and on a tag. And they still said no. Pluto is not letting you off the hook this time. Not letting you off the hook. And it works like clockwork, because when Pluto ingressed into Aquarius early on, when it first hit his Mars, the stuff started to come up then, with the whole thing with Cassie and stuff like that. And what did he do? He paid the 30 million, paid her off. Again, Pluto, other people's money. Yeah, paid off, thought that he could cover it. But 30 million ain't enough. You're not going to bribe Pluto with 30 million. Ain't going to happen. Don't care how much money you got. Yeah? So I just want to let you know, oh yeah, Jay-Z's next. I've said it already. Don't you worry. Jay-Z, you next. When Pluto moves into Aquarius, Jay-Z, you're up. Because you got planets in Scorpio. You got Mr. Venus up in Scorpio. So when Pluto hit that shit, there's a whole string of them. I'm telling you, man, there must be celebrities out there shaking in their boots. I'm telling you, this shit goes deeper than you could ever imagine. The kind of people that are involved. It's crazy. Yeah. So all you little Beyonce fans, yeah, you're gonna be singing no. That's what you're gonna be singing when I'm trying to say somebody saying Trump. Yeah, well, Trump's a bit too smart for that. Trump's a bit too smart for that one, but let's see. Plus, he's the next president anyway. There's only so much you can do. But yeah, it all catches up with you, man. It all catches up with you. But it's interesting stuff. I must say, it's interesting stuff. But this stuff really goes deep. It really goes deep. Shout out to Florence joining me here. Akin is saying, so it isn't any conspiracy after all. No, man, there's no conspiracy here, man. There's no smoke without fire. Or vice versa. Ain't no conspiracy. All these people are, they're going after him because he's black or because he's a... Get the heck out of here. Stop with that nonsense, with all that projection nonsense. That stuff ain't washing no more. Think Pluto gives a damn about your race or how much money you have? This ain't about that, man. You've been dealing with some dodgy shit and Pluto comes for your ass. Shout out to Tiffany all the way from Memphis, Tennessee, up in the building. Welcome to the show. Yvette saying, I want to know what they did to what, mate? Jamie Foxx. Oh, okay. This stuff goes deep. It's you know what I mean? It's all there's a huge, that industry, the entertainment industry as a whole. And America is known for, I mean, you think like Hollywood, biggest sort of like movies and blockbusters and, actors and actresses and music, it's huge. And we know like hip hop music, has really sort of like stamped its authority on the world in the last, 10, 20, 30 years, has really sort of like made huge, big impacts in the world. So they're a part of all of that when I'm talking about entertainment as a whole. Entertainment, regardless of what country, it has a dark shadow side. It's okay. We see the nice videos. We see the nice makeup. We see all the glitz and the glamour and the smoke screens and all that lot. What is behind it is like, I'm trying to say, when you're seeing anything with glamour, everything has a shadow side. Okay, so on the shadow side, you're seeing stuff to do with drugs and abuse and sex and all that kind of stuff. It all comes with it. It's all part of it. You understand? The bigger the light, the bigger the shadow. Always remember that. The bigger the light, the bigger the shadow. Shout out to Mason. Pluto turns that garden bed, yikes. Yeah, definitely. Turns it upside down. Heavens is asking, what kind of personality does a person who has ruled, what kind of personality does a person has who is ruled by the planet Mercury? Up and down, here, there, and everywhere, baby. Chit chatter, very smart, very clever, very witty, all of those kinds of things. Mercury ruled. Those are the kinds of personalities you're going to get with somebody who's Mercury ruled. Will be quite witty, quite savvy, actually, depending what the Mercury is doing in the chart. That would also have to be something that has to be analyzed. So yeah, unfortunately, I know way too much about Hollywood, says Stephanie, and so none of this is surprising. Yeah, I bet you. There's also some disturbing video clips of Burn Boys getting hammered from getting hammered. Did I see? Can I see the rest of that? I'm only seeing part of that message there, Yvette. What's happening there? Is it me or is it what's going on here? Can't post. Oh, okay. No, come on. I'll only see. You're saying something about disturbing video clips. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of them, isn't there? I mean, welcome to the wonderful world of entertainment. But yeah, I think it's really astrologically. I'm not necessarily saying it for P. Diddy, but I think it's appropriate how the planets don't lie. They say it as it is. Pluto on your Mars. Bingo. It happened with Bill Cosby. Pluto hit his midheaven. Bang. Went to jail. Pluto don't, I'm trying to say? And people will be making cases, stop this stuff, man. Focus, what are the planets saying? Yeah, because the planets are just going to tell you the way it is. Okay? So, yeah. Oh, Burner Boy. Okay. Okay, she's talking about Burner Boy, I guess. Okay, not too sure about what way could be AI. Yeah, I know. That's another thing with artificial intelligence, you see. This Pluto that's gone into Aquarius, had a peekaboo in Aquarius, and he's going to go back in again. I'm telling you, man, AI, I saw a video the other day, and I'm pretty savvy I'd say to some degree, but I saw a video and I had to say, is that real? Because it really threw me off. And it was a video with an eagle and a lion, and some of you may have seen it. And at first I was like, nah, like, really? Like an eagle resting on the back of it looks real. I'm telling you, AI is, and to imagine that we're just scratching the surface. Imagine what's going to be like. Give it another 10 years. It ain't long before 5-10 years is gone. They've already got driverless, is it driverless cars or whatever? Drive yourself cars, whatever, call it what you want, but they're out there, man. It's one to watch out for. Anywho, let's get into some little bit of astrology. And let's see what is happening. And let's talk about this goddamn eclipse. Let me fiddle with my bits and bobs. And voila. Let's bring up the chart. So the moon is in Libra. We got a Libra moon. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Well, like I said, later on today, 7:49, there's going to be a new moon solar eclipse in the sign of Libra at 10 degrees. Thereabouts. Let's start with the eclipse. Let's start with the eclipse. Let's actually go to the time of the eclipse. Of course, I'm using UK time. So if you are elsewhere, adjust your clocks accordingly. So is that it? Yeah, 7:49, something thereabout. So here we've got the new moon solar eclipse in Libra. It's going to be a total one. It can be seen from South America, places like Chile, Argentina, I believe Brazil, all those kind of places. More on the South American continent. That's where it's going to be seen. Watch activities in those regions over the course of the next 6 months. Something's likely to spark, okay? Because it's very crucial when an eclipse goes over a particular country. One of the last eclipses that we had this year went over, it could be seen from America. Hence why we're having the, you know what I mean? A new government. Even if Kamala Harris gets in power, it's a new government because it's changed from Biden over to her. So either way, it's a new one. It's just a case of, is it going to be Kamala Harris or is it going to be Trump? Either way, it's the end of Mr. Biden. But yeah, it is what it is. So now this is a very interesting eclipse. It's a new moon eclipse. It's a solar eclipse. New moons are about new beginnings. They're about planting new seeds. They're about initiating new things in one's life. So, okay, we get that. We have a new moon every month, right? But this one's got an extra kick to it because it's an eclipse. However, it's with the South Node. Here is the South Node, okay? The nodes are the things that determine whether or what kind of eclipse, or that there is going to be an eclipse, or what kind of eclipse it's going to be. So this eclipse is with the South Node. Now, the South Node in astrology it's to do with a release point. It's the letting go point. It's the more, if you want to say, on some kind of letting go, it's the point where you release, where you let go. It's to do with excretion. That's a word for it, I guess. But it and tends to be somewhat more destructive also as well. So it's quite interesting. I think within this eclipse, it's really showing end of the old, in with the new. Release of the old, bring in the new. Now, this eclipse is going to change something in your life. I don't care who you are, where you are. It's going to impact in your life on some level. Also as well, we've had a series of eclipses in the past just under 18 months in the sign of Libra and Aries, and this is the final one that we're going to be having. So there's not going to be another eclipse in Libra again for about another 8 or 9 years. Okay, so that's quite interesting. So it's moving out of the cardinal signs. It's going to move into Virgo and Pisces, I believe, some point next year, maybe early next year. The nodes will change signs. So this is the last one of this one. So there's something that's really final about it. So it's the last one in the cardinal of Libra Aries. It's the last one for this year. And it's with the South Node. So it's really about letting go. It's about endings. That's what it's about. But we're also planting something new as well. So it's a very, very crucial one from that perspective. Now, for those of you who are old enough, I've stated before, or I've mentioned to you before, for those of you who are old enough, what was happening in your life? What changed in your life 19 years ago, approximately 19 years ago? I'm talking the end of 2005, beginning of 2006, up until about, I would say, up until about March, March, April of 2006. So round about this time of the year, round about, end of September, beginning of October of 2005, and let's just say the end of April 2006. Yeah, within that kind of 7 month period. What is it that changed in your life? Did you change occupation, job, relationship? Did you migrate? Did you have children? Did you meet your partner or ex-partner, or did you get married? What happened in your life? Something significant would have happened in your life, especially depending where this lunar eclipse landed in your chart. So what is going to happen is there's going to be an echo of that. And I'm also going to give you another time period that you need to be watching out for as well. If you can think back to what also started in your life, or something significant that happened 18 months ago. So I'm talking last year, March, April of last year. What was it that was happening in your life? Did you start something in and around then? Because it's going to tie in with this. There's something that you may have started doing or finishing around that time that's ending at this time or beginning for you at this time. It's connected. So look at your life from 19 years ago, end of 2005, beginning of 2006. And then also look at 18 months ago, around March, April of 2023. It's connected with this time period, okay? So have a look about that. That's what this eclipse essentially is about. End of the old, in with the new. Eclipses are about that. We have about 4 eclipses every year, approximately. Sometimes we have more, sometimes we have 5. There's been some years where we've had 6. But yeah, this year it's 4. We had 2 earlier on. We had one a few weeks ago, and this is the last one for 2024. As they say, we're going out with a bang. Booyah. So it's about release, letting go, closing the door of something that is old, things that no longer serve you anymore. Bang, get rid of it. Start looking towards planting and initiating something new. Now, the thing is I'm gonna give you a few things. This eclipse, I feel, is definitely tying into what's happening over there in the Middle East, although there's wars kicking off every time. But I think the one where Iran unleashed, a numerous. One of my friends actually sent me her video, who lives in Israel. One of my friends actually, she sent me, I've got the video on my phone right now, of the missile hitting her house. Nobody was killed, nobody was injured, thank God. But it took off her whole glass. She's got a huge glass. It just took off the whole glass thing. It's like it's quite like, wow, like damn, you know what I mean? And it was quite interesting because they were saying, oh, all the rockets got intercepted by the Israeli military. No, it didn't. It hit my friend's house. Good friend too. I'm not talking about. She sent me the video. Like, yeah. So it's quite interesting. Anyhow, what I wanted to say is, like I said, Israel, the state of Israel, is Libra rising. So it's very sensitive to activities that take place in Libra, such as this. The tension started to rise the moment Venus crossed the ascendant of Israel a few, about a week or so ago. We started to hear the whole thing with Lebanon and stuff like that. Tension started to rise. Now we've got an eclipse in Libra, so it's bringing up more dirt. And Venus right now, who is the ruler of Libra, is currently right now in Scorpio. So, the chairman of this, or chairwoman of this eclipse, is in the deep sign of Scorpio right now. Very making real, like, and trining Mars with it too. But yeah, this is what we are having. So yeah, it's an interesting one. And like I said, I've been telling you about this eclipse. It's an eclipse which is squaring Mars. Yeah, so expect some action, expect some violence, expect some wars. You see, these are the kind of things that are going to happen. So yeah, it's crazy stuff. So things are about to get tense for a while. But we'll look at the astrology of that. Okay, people, few things to do. Today is the new moon solar eclipse. You want to be meditating, especially maybe a couple of hours to around when the eclipse is taking place, which is this evening at 7:49. That's GM or UK time, so adjust your clocks accordingly wherever you are. You want to sort of like one of the good things to do, clean your house. You want to clean your house, take out the rubbish, empty out. You want to, it's a sign. You want to be doing some kind of cleansing. For those of you who work with things like Florida water, stuff like that, great stuff. If not, use a bit of lemon, a bit of lime to cleanse things. Lime, lemons are very, very cleansing. You can drink some also as well. These are the kinds of things you want to be meditating. You want to be visualizing on new visions, on new ideas, on your goals. What is it that you want to plant right now? Where is it you want to be seeing yourself in 6 months' time and a year's time from now? These are the kinds of things that you want to be doing. Like I say, in terms of the rituals, do remember, for those of you maybe lighting candles and things like that, you probably want to wait until tomorrow. Why? Because the moon is combust right now. So she's wait till tomorrow. Let's give the moon to pull away from the sun a little bit, and then we can start to engage in those kind of activities. Do your rituals tomorrow, light your candles and holding your crystals and things of that nature. But just for that immediate, you can visualize, you can pray, you can say your mantras, you can say your affirmations, right? You want to be cleansing before and just after. You want to be cleansing yourself, but you really want to be cleansing before to get rid of the negative energy. Okay, so these are the kinds of things that you want to be doing. Also as well, shout out to Mindful Eye, welcome to the show here. Gentle but not tense. Okay, then I get ya. Shout out to the Scorpios. So yeah, so you want to be cleansing just before. Clean out the house, do the washing, make sure there's no dirty plates in the sink and stuff like that. Another thing also as well to bear in mind to do, don't eat, try to get rid of any leftover food. Don't eat any leftover food after the eclipse. So whatever food is left over that maybe you didn't finish or whatever, throw that away. Don't keep it and then after the eclipse start eating it again. No good. So the first meal you want to eat after the eclipse, which is going to be taking place tonight at 7:49, that's GM or that's UK time. So adjust the clocks to where you are. Any food after that time, make sure it's fresh and preferably home cooked, because then you know that it's fresh, you know what you put in it and so on and so forth. I'm not advocating that you shouldn't eat takeaways or eat out. Of course, yeah, you do, but you make sure it's a fresh meal. It's not a leftover meal. It wasn't your dinner that was left over from this afternoon or your lunch and then like you eating it after. No, don't do that stuff. We want new. We're starting off new, right? So yeah, so those are the kinds of things to bear in mind. Yeah, Florence is letting me know it's Nigerian Independence Day was yesterday. Yeah, Nigeria is a Libra country. And the fact that it was Nigerian Independence Day yesterday and the eclipse is today, that means that there's something huge that's about to happen in Nigeria. I suspect it's going to be to do with your government. And there's a very strong likelihood that we could be seeing maybe a switchover or a turnaround on some kind of level if not careful. But there will definitely be something significant happening rare, because it's landing on the Nigeria sun, which is a representation of leadership and government. Yeah, so watch out for what happens with Nigeria over the course of the next coming well, let's say 6 months initially, but it could go beyond that. But definitely we're seeing something very, very significant happening here. So yeah, so just bear these things in mind. Sensitive time now. Eclipse, but it's all about new beginnings. New is good. Let go of the old. Many of you are holding on to things that no longer serve you, but you're holding on to them out of insecurity reasons. Out of, you don't trust the process. You need to trust the process in order so you can move on with your life. So yeah, it is what it is. Florence is letting me know. 18 months ago, I left an old job, been there for 10 years, and went back to a previous employer I worked for 10 years before. Maybe we may be getting a theme again. Let's see. It's rather interesting. It's an interesting eclipse, I must say. But not too happy with the square to Mars. But hey, it is what it is. Anyhow, what else can we expect over the course of the next coming days? What else is happening? So we've got the square. I spoke about the square last week and the week before, I believe. It's tensions rising, isn't it? It's leaders going to war with each other, but not just leaders. I mean, just the collective on the whole. We are going to see, whoever's sensitive to these planetary alignments, we're going to be seeing more aggression. I don't want to use the word violence, but I suppose it is. We're gonna be seeing more aggression. Let me use that word for lack of better words. We're going to be seeing more aggression. And it's quite interesting because we've also had Mars trining Saturn. I've noticed a lot of people say, oh, but Mars is trine Saturn and that's what's kicking off the war. No, it ain't. It's square the sun. Why would Mars trine Saturn kick off a war? Squaring the sun, man. Get your astrology in order, you astrologers, you astrologists. Anyhow, but yeah, it's this Mars, and the like I say, the square is building and building. So yeah, it is what it is. Let's see here. So what is happening? So we've got the eclipse. I've spoken about that. And like I say, the sun and Mars grow closer and closer. The square gets more and more intense. And here, where is it? Where is it they become exact? Here is where they become exact. So on the 13th, 14th of October, they're going to be exact square. 13th, 14th of October, we're going to see an exact square of Sun square Mars. So the tension is building right now. So what we just saw yesterday is an introduction. It's well, it's not even a preview. It's a trailer. That's it. It's a trailer. That's what we're seeing at the moment. Tensions are building up. People over the course of the next week, 2 weeks, really try to exercise diplomacy and try not to get in any kind of conflicts. Try to be diplomatic as possible, and try to sort things out and try to reason and try to look at things objectively, because with Sun Mars, all of that is very easy to just go out of the window. Yeah. So on the 14th of October is where we're going to be having the exactness of that. So, okay. It is what it is. Prior to that, on the 4th, which is going to be in 2 days' time, right? We're going to have Venus trining Saturn. Yeah, I've been speaking about this. I spoke about this last week. Okay, this can be good for relationships. It can bring some structure to relationships. It can bring some nice grounding to relationships. It can be very good for money management. I do like that. Although Venus is in Scorpio, maybe not the best sign for Venus, but I'll take a trine any day. And of course, Venus is trine Mars also as well. But the trine with Saturn is perfected on the 4th of October. So that's going to be in 2 days' time. So there's going to be a heightened, and that's going to be on Friday. Isn't that Freya's Day? That's Venus Day. That's pay day, money day, dating day. So can be a good time to perhaps maybe go out on a date, get a bit serious. Yeah. That it is. In my energy healing awakening class, do perfect for the new moon. Yes, it is. Yeah, especially awakening, definitely, especially this kind of new moon for sure. Mason is asking Sun Mars remedies. Any suggestions? Crawl under the rocks. That's a suggestion. The suggestion is try to be diplomatic, try to reason, try to see things objectively. Think before you act. Drink lots of. I don't want to encourage you drinking. Drinking cold or ice drinks. Although for those of you maybe in the hotter regions, maybe, but perhaps maybe you want to be drinking things like more orange, more lemon, having a bit more ginger, a bit more turmeric, turmeric, ginger, yeah, garlic, yeah, something like that. More citrus fruits, get some oranges down you, some lemons, yeah, grapefruits. That's a remedy. Another remedy is going to the gym. Get fit, people. We're talking about Mars here. Huge amounts of energy. So go to the gym, get fit. Is another remedy. Another remedy, probably my favorite, have plenty of sex. That can be a great way. It's passion. Plus, you've got Venus trining Mars anyway. So your passions should be aroused. If you're not being aroused right now, you've got a problem. Come and consult me. But yeah, I'm being a little bit facetious, but I'm actually speaking the truth. Sexual activities can be very, very nice. Can be, if you up your game. I mean, of course, not everybody's necessarily privileged or maybe in a relationship to be able to take advantage of that. I totally understand that. That's fine. But for those of you who are, if it can be an avenue or an outlet for you that you can pursue in a very healthy way, in an appropriate way, emphasis on appropriate and healthy way, go by all means, yes. But if not, go to the gym, play some sports, do something exciting, do something adventurous, do something energetic. Yes, those are remedies for Sun Mars. Yeah. So yeah, somebody's letting me know no consultation needed. I shall not mention your name. Shout out to Angela. Welcome to the show. If you're wondering why I'm looking to my right, is because I've got another screen here where I can see the chat. Because I'm looking at the chart right now in front of me. That's where my focus is. It's here, baby. So yeah. Okay. So we've got Venus Mars trine as well. That's very healthy, very good for stimulating relationships, very passionate. And that is also going to become exact. Oh, literally on the 7th of October, 6th, 7th of October. Yes, 6th of October. 6th of October. Notice I said 6th of October 3 times. Reason being, it's going to be my birthday. Okay, so in my solar return, I'm going to be having Venus trine Mars. Yippee, I'll take that. Yeah, triplicity rulers as well. What's in store for me this year? Anywho, yeah, so we got Venus trining Mars. So that's good. So that's going to become exact on the 6th, 7th of October. We can be seeing that. Yeah, 6th, 7th of October. It's going to be probably towards it will be more exact towards the night time of the 6th, early part of the 7th. We will have that trine between the two of them. Okay. Okay, so we will take that. Then where do we go? Okay, so I spoke about the sun squaring Mars. So that's happening on the 14th. Then what do we have? Okay, starting from about the 11th of October, Venus is going to trine Neptune. Venus trine Neptune. Romantic time, people. Time for a bit of love. I suspect, actually, that could calm things down with all this tension here. So that could be a catalyst. So, so on the 12th, Venus starts to trine Neptune. That's universal love. Yeah, it's time for compassion. Great for you people who are in the art industry, in the art business. Great for you poets, musicians, people who are great in the media. Lots of love, lots of beauty coming out there. Creative talents, creative outlets. Really good. But that perfects the trine is going to perfect on the 15th. On that 15th, we're still going to be having the sun square Mars, interestingly enough. Well. There's a few things going on here. It's quite interesting. It's like the sun is squaring Mars and at the same time trining Jupiter on the 13th of October. On the 14th of October. On the 14th of October, there's an exact square with Sun Mars, and there's an exact trine with Sun Jupiter. Lordy, lordy, lord. Okay, well, that favors things like traveling, philosophies, opening things up, right? That can be quite nice. That can be quite auspicious, actually. I take a risk and take a gamble with that one. So there's a feeling of feeling high, but the question is feeling high and mighty in what direction? So that's going to be on the 14th of October. Sun trine Jupiter, Sun square Mars, Venus trine Neptune. It's all going off here, baby. It's all kicking off here. Then what else we got? Go to the 15th. Like I said, on the 15th, the Venus is going to trine Neptune exact. Great for romantic endeavors, great for poetry and arts, great for universal, great for meditating, great for offering your compassion, doing some kind of charity. That will be excellent. Yeah, that will be the 15th of October. Okay. Somebody's ringing my phone, but I ain't going to answer. Because you shouldn't be calling me at this time. Remember back in the days when they used to trouble my phone? Ain't happening no more. So that will be on the 15th. And then on the 17th of October, we're going to have a full moon. The next full moon, it's going to be in the sign of Aries. I tell you what, it's nearly an eclipse. I would say this full moon's got a little bit of an eclipse flavor. It's not an eclipse, but it's like on the verge. It's not too far away. But yeah, we're going to have a full moon on the 17th of October. Full moon in Aries. Yeah. Things coming to fruition. So what you're going to find with the new moon eclipse today, that new moon eclipse is where you're planting. Now, what's going to happen is between now, today, and in 2 weeks' time, on the 17th of October, what you planted, you should start to see some kind of formation. You should start to see it sprouting. It's not going to be fully developed, nowhere near it. But you're going to, when you plant something, it should start to sprout within the first couple of weeks of you planting it. You're going to see it with this full moon. Whatever you plant today. So make sure you get your mind on the job, right? Make sure you get your mind on the job and you're focusing on the task. Yeah? Great time. And like I said, we're having Mars square Saturn right now, which is really good for, it's separating, but, we've got a really good push energy right now. Get things done kind of energy. Yeah. So yes, Angela is saying, oh gosh, XXX year for you then. Well, let's see. I'll keep you updated. So yeah, so that's what it's looking like there. So I think I'll end it here actually on this full moon. And is any other activities happening? Yes. Let me just say on the 17th of October, we're going to have a full moon. And that is also going to be the day that the planet Venus moves into Sagittarius. Venus is going to be in the sign of Saggy. Somebody's having a Venus return. Must be somebody out there having a Venus return. I know one person that said that's going to be having a Venus return. Well, let us know what you get. So yeah, Venus will move into the sign of Sagittarius on the 17th of August. Anything else there? The Sun and Mars are still square. They're still quite tight because they're moving, relatively similar speeds. I mean, the Sun is faster. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, there's not much in it. There's not much in it. Oh, dear. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there. That is the cosmic news for today, people. What else can I say? Water is so refreshing. Anyhow. Yeah, I think that's it. Enough said. So, let's go back to the let's go back. Competition time, I believe. Is it not that time of the week? Competition time. Let's go to the emails. Dun, dun, dun. And let's go to the answers. Shout out to Banji Ojo. A winner of last week, which was the question of books, wasn't it? what house rules books. So last week I asked in mundane astrology, what house, I didn't say planet, the planet that rules the general public is the moon. I said, what house rules the general public? The people. And yeah. Who came in first? You're slacking, Christian. Came in 2 minutes after midnight. But you got the wrong answer. You said fourth house. I can understand why you said fourth house. The fourth house in mundane astrology represents the land. Represents the land of the country. Represents the ground. Yeah, the terrain. It can also represent the home situations or accommodation situation, housing situations. That's what the fourth house would rule. Michelle has said sixth house, common people. Hey. I don't know why you would say sixth house, but I do actually. I can see where you're saying. But incorrect. The house that rules the common people is the first. It's the first house. It's the first thing you're going to meet in the chart. The first house rules the common people. Okay? The planet that rules the people is the moon. You see how astrology, you need to get back to class, people. And speaking of class, well, I'm going to be talking about my astrology classes in a moment. Yeah, what I was going to say. Question. But what is the question that I'm going to be posing this week? Okay, let me get the email up on board of where you're going to be sending. I'm going to ask a question, people. It's the first person who inboxes me next week, Wednesday at midnight. Midnight. Yeah, Wednesday, and I'll announce it the following day. Okay? First person who inboxes me gets £30. So what's today's question? Today's question is, pay very close attention, people. This is going to be an interesting one. What house rules witchcraft? What house rules witchcraft? It's an interesting one. It's an interesting question, isn't it? First person who inboxes me next week, midnight GMT time, that is, midnight GMT time, will be the winner of £30. What house rules witchcraft? What house rules witchcraft? Okay, that is the question. First person who inboxes me will be the lucky winner of £30. Coolio, coolio, coolio. Get your answer in for next week. Mason is asking, does Venus return get any money? Venus return any money? Nah. Nah. Who's this? Heaven's Light. Tell me about planet Saturn. Are we in class? Well, Saturn's all about the discipline, isn't it? It's get with the rules. You know, it's about being dotting the I's and crossing the T's. That's what Saturn's about. Yeah, so first person who inboxes me, for those of you listening to the recording, it's the first person who inboxes me. The email address is the Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com. The Lunar Lounge Podcast at gmail.com is the email. First person who inboxes me at 12 midnight GMT time, UK time, next week, Wednesday, will be the winner of £30. What house in astrology rules witchcraft? Okay, so I'll be waiting for your answers. Should be good. Yeah. It is what it is. What else? Tarot card of the week. Is that what's coming up now? I believe so. But I'm going to be making announcements. Okay, you've all got the email address, right? Or shall I leave it up there? Because I know what you guys are like. Okay. Tarot card of the week coming up, so watch out for that. Before I announce the tarot card of the week, though, however, astrology courses. Now, I'm doing a number of courses. Now, I'm going crazy right now with the courses that I'm delivering. Astrology courses, you can sign up at any time, people. Get on board. I'm telling you, information like no other. Okay, starting from the grassroots all the way to advanced levels. There is 3 modules: fundamental, foundational level, intermediate, and advanced level. You have to actually you have to complete. You couldn't just jump on because you know a bit about astrology and jump into the intermediate section. You've got to know, because we're going to be going through certain things in the foundational model that you haven't covered yet. So we're going to be getting into that foundation. So people, sign up. I believe there's a 20% discount flying around. There might not be much though. That starts going. Might be over in the next couple of days actually. So if you want to sign up, you want to get signing up quick. Okay. Astrology courses are going. Tarot courses. I'm doing a free introduction to the tarot on Saturday. This Saturday coming at 4 p.m. UK time. It's absolutely free. So let me know if you are interested in attending. I want to know, could I put the not too sure if I could put it up here. I probably wouldn't be able to get it, but let me see actually if I could let me see if I could find it. I may be able to able to put it in the chat actually. Let me have a see here. No, I don't think I've got it here. No, it'll be too much. Oh, actually, no, I do have it. Let me see though if I can copy it. Can it be copied and put into the chat? Let's see. Let's have a look. Let's see if technology will allow me to do so. Free introduction. There we go. I managed to post it. It's there. It's there in the chat. For those of you on the Facebook, and for those of you, you guys should have it. Oh no. Oh, it doesn't do the messages because I take it it's a different chat box then. But I'm streaming on Instagram, so it should be there. So anyway, that's a free introduction to the tarot. So come along, come and learn about the tarot, how it works, what it does. I'm doing a free also palmistry. For any of you who want to know, free introduction to palmistry. That is correct. And since I am here, I'm going to put that Zoom link also in the chat as well. Here we go. This one is for the palmistry. Since I know that I can post it in. There we go. Oh, it's sending it. Yeah, there we go. So the second one there's for the palmistry. So for those of you on the Instagram, but actually, having saying that, I've actually done in some on my post. I posted it on there with the details. But I'll be doing that again anyway, and I'll be letting you know. So free introductory classes. I'm probably going to be doing some more free introductory classes to astrology also as well. Letting you know what it is that I teach in terms of the courses, what astrology can do. So bring your questions, any kind of misconceptions about astrology, things you don't understand, questions, all that, bring them all, man. So I'm doing some, getting some free introductions to astrology, to the tarot, to palmistry. Soon I'm going to be doing face readings. So I'll be bringing that. Numerology, that's the one. Going to be, yeah, all about that. Definitely next month, we're going into, when we get into the month of Scorpio, we're going to be going in real deep into the esoteric sciences. So yeah. So guys, hit me up. What is my email? I should be me asking you guys what is my email. But let me take this off now so you all know the email for that, and that is my email if you're interested in signing up. I'm also doing an affiliate marketing affiliate program. So I've got an affiliate, right? So listen, if you guys know anybody who's interested in signing up to an astrology course, wants to learn astrology or anything like that, you can sign up. I can send you an affiliate link, and anybody who signs up via your link, you earn 25%. It works out about like £200, over £200 actually. So get them signed up. Yeah, and you can make some money through affiliation. You know, if you've got a big circle of people who that's good to go. Akin is saying, I'll be sending you some update today. You be sending me some update? Update about what? Yeah, send it over. So yeah. Tiffany, oh, I missed that message. What did you say? I got to inbox you with a question. Israel, no relation to this week's astrology. Oh, okay. Bring it up. Isu said, is there anywhere to access the material as I'll be at work during the sessions? Yeah. You'll be able to access the material. Yeah, it'll be recorded, and the recording will be there for anybody who wants to. I may even put it up on my Facebook, on my YouTube channel. I may do that. I don't know. But yeah, so if you want to be an affiliate, way to make money, you can do that. You're gonna have to sell it, of course. But once they sign up, you get your own portal, your password, you put in your email password, and you can access the material at whenever, wherever. Reading material is there, videos are there, everything. And then we have live classes every week. And you can bring your classes, and I take you step by step how to break down and interpret your chart from grassroots level all the way to advanced, predicting your whole life, which is in that chart. So yes, it would be great on YouTube, please. Yeah, I'll have to. If it's not on YouTube, you can just hit me up with the email. I'll send you a copy. So yeah, I might. I will do that. I may even just put it even on. Yeah, I might even just put it on the website. Actually, might just put the link there so you can just watch it on the landing page. I might start doing that on my landing page. Just start putting it there so people can access it there. Yeah, coolio. Yeah, it's all good. I think that is it. Tarot card of the week. Let's go. I'm gonna take the email down now. So let's go. Tarot card of the week, and let's see what it is in store for us this week here. Just gonna shuffle the cards. I'm gonna call this what? An eclipse. What card is gonna come out on the eclipse, eh? I've already done tarot card of the day on my social this morning, so but this one's a different one. Okay, tarot card of the week. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna give a split. I'm just gonna try and go in the middle. Be a bit Libran about it. What have we got? Whoa! You couldn't make this up if you wanted, I tell you. Ace of Rods. I like that one. Now that's a real new beginning. That's a good sign. So new start, people. This really ties in essentially with the whole new moon solar eclipse. We got the Ace of Rods. The Ace of Rods indicates new beginnings, initiating new things, new starts. We may lack a little bit of direction with it. It doesn't matter, but we've got the enthusiasm. Be brave, be courageous, go. Don't be afraid to do and start something new. Start something new in your life. Initiate something new. It's phallic. It's forward moving. It's action orientated. This card is about action. Yeah, you've got to get into the spirit of things, and it's about action. So it's the new start. Shout out to Trisha Smith. Yeah, it's about that new start. So it really ties in actually with the new moon and the eclipse that we're having today. And like I said, it's with the South Node. So it's all about emptying out and go. Be dynamic, be brave. You know, it's of the element of fire, and it's been handed to you here. Yeah, time for creativity, time to get creative, time to initiate something new in life. Yeah, don't hang on to that old stuff that's holding you back. Does you no good whatsoever. Keep it moving, keep it growing, keep it brave, fire. So yes, as you saying, applying to jobs while watching, needed this. Keep applying, keep doing it. But how about maybe even applying for something that maybe you wouldn't normally? Try look for something a bit new. You know, don't look for the same ones. Look for something, you know, and look for something maybe a bit more exciting, dynamic. May take you out a little bit out of the comfort zone, but it's growth. Yeah, it's fertile. So whatever you do different. Do new, think new, and go for it. That is what the tarot card of the week is about. So we could all do with this one. It's great. I do like it. Ace of Wands. Let's keep it moving, people. Yeah. So. I think I'm coming to the end of my show, people. Want to thank each and every single one of you who participated. Remember, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell the family. Listen to the recording. The recording will be available on the YouTube literally within minutes after it goes up with all the information at the bottom. You know, it goes in raw. I don't do none of that editing there. You get this stuff raw, man. I give it to them. This is me. This is me in my own clothes. I'm in my house. I don't. It's that's what it is. Yeah. No edits or nothing. No fancy lights or anything like that. You're seeing me. This is what I look like. Yeah. No bots. But trust me, in about 20 years' time, there will be a bot. You know, I'm probably going to get approached by a company who says, you know, are you willing to sell the Lunar Lounge podcast to a bot? And we will give you, you know, 20%. Here's $500,000 up front. Yeah, take it. Just make sure the bot looks better looking than me. That's all I require. Probably do a better job as well. Yeah, these bots are coming, man. iRobot is here, alive and well. Make no mistake about it. Apricot Sugar, yes, you came late. Why did you come late? Shout out to Geraldine. Thank you very much. So yes, it is what it is. So don't forget, people, Introduction to the Tarot. That's this Saturday at 4 p.m. UK time. Check my socials because I'm going to be posting it up there. It's already up there with the link also as well, so you can find it. But if not, you can email me at sacredplanets@gmail.com, and I'll be more than happy to send you the link. And Introduction to Palmistry, that's going to be on the 9th. That's next week, Wednesday. So I'll be doing that shortly after my podcast, of course. On the 9th, I'm going to be doing Introduction to Palmistry. I believe that's at 7 p.m. That's going to be at 7 p.m. So, yeah, watch out for that. People, thank you very much for your participation. Really appreciate it. Yeah, it's come to that time of the week, man. Gotta say goodbye. On that note, people, stay blessed.
Welcome to
Hear
the
the
Lunar
music
Lounge.
kicking in. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. That means my time is up. People, stay blessed, stay good. Look forward to seeing you next week.
Welcome
Remember,
to
I
the Lunar
start
Lounge.
live every Wednesday at 12:30 UK time. People, stay blessed, stay good, and I'm out. Thank you.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.
The Hitmakers.
Welcome to the Lunar Lounge. Welcome to the Lunar Lounge.